can find a park on my old block. My name is Hudari Murray, aka Coach Murray. I own a semi-pro football team here in the city. I'm dealing with 18 and up, as we know in our community. The high school level goes from preschool, kindergarten, up to 12th grade. And after 12th grade, you straight cut loose. And you know, the majority of the programs is out there for everybody. Once they turn 18 and the unified school district cuts you loose, it's normally county jail, prison. And my thing was to make it to the NFL and come back and get my money, but I never made it and my heart never left. So I figured I'd do the next thing because I know football saved my life. So therefore, I'm like, if I can reach these kids from 18 to 25, give them something to do that they enjoy doing, you know, it's a rebirth. And me being a man that is born and raised right here, to be able to make it through and doing it and be successful, I feel like, you know, there's other young men out there that can do it and be successful as well. I feel like along the way, I'd have felt a little resistance, you know, and because sometimes people might think you're better than them. And I'm just looking like, you know what I'm saying, I always was man enough just to be able to choose my path and the road I was going to take. You know what I'm saying, without letting somebody else influence me to do something different. You know what I'm saying? And being able to hold my own for anybody that want to come in front of me with anything, you know, to say different. So I don't get it in front of me, I get it behind me. So behind me, all of the snickering going on and woo. But I'm looking like, again, I'm trying to help. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to put nobody on the block. I ain't trying to get nobody to go out and hustle or do this, do that. I want them to be productive. So what I'm trying to do is, I get the guys to sign up and play football for me. If they don't want to go back to college, then I try to get them in trade schools. You know, because that's what I did. I grew up right here on Turkey Fillmore, and my uncle told me, I'm cutting hair in the house for $5. My uncle told me, you sitting on a trademark. And he like, man, you sitting on a gold mine. You need to go do something. You need to go do something. And I never would listen to it. And the next thing you know, he had a friend that wasn't a close friend, just said to me, he said, Dari, he said, how long do you plan to live? I'm like, what? He said, how long do you plan to live? I said, a long time. He said, okay, if you plan on living a long time, how long does it take to go to the barber college? And I said, it only take like 9 months to a year. He said, so if you're going to live a long time, then once you go ahead and just take 1 year out of your life and go to the barber college. And if you don't like it, you ain't got to pursue it. But you did it. And all it takes is 1 year out your life. And it just clicked, like, for real? Oh, I could do that. So the next thing you know, I went and I did something that made me be able to provide for my kids and at the same time give back and coach and do a sport that I love, which is football. So as I do football, some people think it's just football, but it's more than football. Because again, as I come around here, we did a lot of crazy things as youth. You know, things that could have got me a record, but I never got caught never doing nothing wrong. So I don't have no record. You know, but it don't say that I didn't do just as much wrong as the next man. But, you know, man, I'm lucky and I'm able to coach this sport, and that sport helped me get me out of a lot of that trouble. So now I look at it like this. I say it saved my life. I went to a trade school, and it's making me where I can provide for my family. I ain't doing nothing illegal. And I feel like I can do that for a lot of dudes that's 18 to 25. And I need some support from the community that I feel like I have not been getting at all. I feel like I've been getting no support from the community, no love. I've been doing this 6 years now, and I'm looking like I got dudes not only from Fillmore, but from Trail Hill, Sunnydale, Hunters Point, and they ain't beefing on my team. They go home, they beefing with somebody on their team, but on the field with me, there's no beefing. I always got to knock on wood because I'm 6 years strong with a program where the police ain't never been called. And it's always been on my name and my rep and what I got in my pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I tell them again, I'm going to go down for mine. So I'm like, if you come up here to mess up my good thing I got going, you know, I'm by any means with it. So, you know, I would love the support from the community because, you know, again, like I said, I got there's one kid from Hunters Point. I just was finished talking with him about him just now before I got here. This kid told me, Coach, he said, this is the funnest I ever had in my life. He said, since the age of 11, he said, the longest I've been out of jail is, at the time, is 3 months. So from the age of 11, he been doing so much stuff. And I just found out tonight he was from Oakdale. I didn't know exactly where he's from the point, but I found out tonight he was from Oakdale. And anytime something happened on the field, this dude was, I mean, you could just think a piece of hair fell and somebody was about to get mad about it. He was the first one. You know, my team is mixed with all different nationalities. He didn't care what color the person was on our team that was getting into something. You had on a purple uniform, he had your back. I mean, he was running at it. So I would always grab him, you know what I'm saying, and give him the love that I felt like somehow, somewhere, he wasn't getting. This young man, like I said, at the end of the season, for him to just tell me, Coach, this is the funnest and the best time I've had of my lifetime, it touched me, and it made me realize, normally when the season ends, I go through so much that I got to take like a 2-month break from my players and stuff just to kind of get my sanity back. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing all this stuff, a lot of this stuff by myself. And so, as I take this time to get my sanity back, you lose some people along the way. You know? And I thought about it, it was about a month after, and I was like, I thought about him, and I said, you know what? He is one special player that I cannot leave out there too long after I done pulled him in. And then got him to calm down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, too, you know how my uncle was with me? I was able to give that to this young man. I could tell somebody or nobody was really able to give it to him. Because he told one of the other older dudes from Sunnydale, I will bust your head open. And that dude said, Coach Murray, you better tell him something. I said, you better listen to him. I said, don't think you can, you know, whoop and control what's going on my team. You better just understand that this ain't one of them Coach Murray players. This is a real Coach Murray player right here. He ain't just one of them Coach Murray players. He's a real Coach Murray player, being that if the little dude tell you to do something to you, he more likely to do it. And you better back down, bro. Because this one, I'm working with him, but I ain't got full control of him yet. You see what I'm saying? So after that month went by with the season over, I started thinking about it and I said, oh, I gotta call him because I gotta make sure I keep my hands on him. Because if I'm not able to keep my hands on him, I might lose him. So I started calling. I couldn't catch him. And then I called one of his homeboys. He said, Coach Murray, he said he got caught up with a gun charge. And I just felt like, you know, I felt that anger because I'm like, you know what? This is one of the main things that I really do need help with. Once I got these young dudes' eyes opened, once I got their heart pounding and bleeding brotherhood, I need jobs for them. I need jobs for them.
Yes.
See, because we can give everybody jobs that don't do nothing with their job. And then we can give people jobs to change their whole lives. And I'm dealing with people who we can change their whole life and they're 18 to 25. If I could have got that young man a job, I'm pretty much sure I could have said when I called him in that month later, he would have been there answering the phone. Saying, what's up, Coach, what you need? You know what I'm saying? But instead, I had to talk to a friend that said he got caught on a gun charge. And that hurt my heart, man. And it's just like, I said, you know what? I can't be quiet no more. You know, I got a time slot over at the Culture Center. I got a time slot whenever I want to go to the YMCA. So I do got some people helping me or letting me have space to do some of the things I do need to do. But I need more of my people help. You know what I'm saying? They just let me use the space. They ain't doing nothing else for me. You know, and to really run my team, you know, London always used to try to offer me money and things, whatever, but I never took it because I work on pride. And then I realized after losing this kid, I can't work on pride no more. So now I went to Reverend Townsend, I went to Creech, I went to London, I started letting them all know, I need some money. And I need some help. Because right now, my own kids, that got the last name Murray, they begging payments and all these applications, they ain't getting no jobs. They going to city college, you know what I'm saying, they're playing ball, but they need jobs and they can't find no jobs. I'm saying, I got to build somewhere. Somebody got to help me say, you know what? We got jobs for these individuals on your team because they're good people. And when I can get to them and reach their heart, I need somebody else to help me on this other end, because these are the men we got to turn into men. They young men, but we got to turn them into men. And if I got their minds and their hearts open, now we can say we all, anybody that's willing to help can say we all got something to do with making that young man. So when we see him walking down the street, we can all feel proud and know we had something to do with help raise that young man and give him support. He might not be getting that home. So as me and Eli talk, man, he feel my passion. Because my passion comes through, because once I start going, I get going with it. And I give my all. I don't hold back. I take the calls at 2 in the morning. I take the calls at 3 in the morning. I leave my house to go help somebody in crisis. You know what I'm saying? I'm there and I'm doing it. I've been beating the pavements down for a long time. And I would love it if I can get some help from my community. You know what I mean? Because my community, they know what I'm doing. But everybody just give me my, what's up, Murray? Oh, what's up, Murray? What's up, Murray? They give me that, but I'm looking like, again, you know what? If you're really positive about it, I can use a little bit more help if you willing. You know what I'm saying?
How can they get in touch with you, Coach?
Huh?
How can they get in touch with you?
Let me start winning in.
Yeah, do us a favor, go ahead. Fill those out for us, please.
Okay, I will do that. They can reach me at my phone number is 415-606-6294. My email is coachmurr_b@yahoo.com, and Coach Murr is all spelled COACHMURR_B as in boy @yahoo.com.
Can you give me that one more time? Just the email.
415
Just the email address.
606-6294.
Okay.
And email COACHMURR_B as in boy @yahoo.com.
Okay. Thank you.
No,